Have you ever felt like stepping away from everything and starting fresh? Like breaking free from all the noise, expectations, and pressures of life? What if I told you that disappearing, truly disappearing, is not about running away, but about rediscovering who you really are? Welcome to today's video, where we'll explore the Stoic philosophy of how to disappear and transform your life. No, this isn't about vanishing into the wilderness or leaving society behind. It's about retreating inward, realigning your priorities, and shedding the distractions that hold you back. The Stoics believed that transformation begins within. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." To disappear, in the Stoic sense, is to disconnect from what doesn't serve you and focus on building a stronger, calmer, and more resilient version of yourself. Think about it. How much time do we spend worrying about what others think, chasing validation, or clinging to things we don't even need? Imagine what you could accomplish if you stepped away from those burdens and focused entirely on your own growth. In this video, we'll discuss practical Stoic techniques to disappear from the noise of life, mentally, emotionally, and even socially, and emerge transformed. You'll learn how to detach from toxic relationships, silence the inner critic, and build a life guided by purpose and virtue. This isn't about abandoning responsibilities or ignoring the world around you. It's about creating space for self-reflection and renewal. By disappearing from distractions, you create room to rebuild yourself, stronger, wiser, and more intentional. Are you ready to disappear from what doesn't matter and transform into the person you're meant to be? Stay with me, because what lies ahead might just change the way you see yourself and your life. Let's dive into the Stoic path of self-transformation. Why life feels stuck. Have you ever felt like life is stuck, like you're running in circles but not really moving forward? It's a frustrating feeling, and Stoicism offers valuable insight into why this happens and how to break free. Life often feels stuck because we get trapped in focusing on things we can't control. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, taught that our energy should be spent on what's within our power, our thoughts, actions, and choices. But instead, we waste time worrying about external things, like others' opinions, circumstances, or outcomes. This creates frustration and a sense of helplessness. Another reason life feels stuck is that we let fear dictate our actions. Fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown keeps us in our comfort zones. The Stoics believed that discomfort is a teacher. Marcus Aurelius said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Challenges are not roadblocks, they are the path to growth. Sometimes life feels stuck because we lack clarity about what truly matters. We chase things like money, fame, or approval, thinking they will bring happiness. But Stoicism reminds us that true fulfillment comes from living in harmony with our values, virtue, wisdom, courage, and justice. When you're not aligned with your core principles, everything feels off. Procrastination is another trap. We wait for the perfect time to act, but that moment never comes. The Stoics emphasized living fully in the present. Seneca warned, "While we wait for life, life passes." If you feel stuck, ask yourself, what small step can I take today? Even tiny actions can build momentum. Finally, life feels stuck when we compare ourselves to others. Social media, societal expectations, and envy can make us feel like we're falling behind. But Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own journey. You are not in competition with anyone but yourself. Breaking free from the feeling of being stuck starts with mindset. Focus on what you can control. Embrace discomfort as a stepping stone. Reconnect with your values, take action in the present, and let go of comparisons. Life may not change overnight, but with patience and persistence, you can create a sense of movement and purpose. Remember, feeling stuck is part of the human experience. It's not a failure. It's a signal that something needs to shift. Use Stoic principles to guide that shift, and you'll find that life begins to flow again. The decision to disappear. The decision to disappear doesn't mean running away or abandoning your life. In Stoicism, disappearing is about stepping back from distractions, unnecessary noise, and toxic influences to rediscover yourself. It's about creating space for clarity, reflection, and transformation. When life feels overwhelming, when relationships or situations drain your energy, the Stoics remind us that we don't have to stay trapped. Marcus Aurelius said, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." Disappearing in this sense means retreating inward and focusing on what truly matters. The decision to disappear begins with courage. It takes strength to let go of the things that weigh you down, people who take but never give, habits that don't serve you, and pursuits that don't align with your values. Disappearing is not about isolation, it's about reconnecting with your purpose. Think of it like stepping out of a crowded room into the fresh air. In that silence, you can finally hear your own thoughts and ask yourself, what do I want? Who do I want to be? This clarity helps you rebuild your life with intention, not based on what others expect, but on what you truly value. To disappear doesn't mean you stop caring about the world. It means you stop letting the world dictate your peace. You choose to detach from unnecessary drama and focus on your inner growth. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Disappearing is about reclaiming that mastery. During this time, focus on small, purposeful habits. Journal your thoughts, spend time in nature, or engage in deep work that fulfills you. These moments of solitude are not signs of weakness. They are acts of self-care and empowerment. Disappearing also helps you see what really matters. When you step away, you realize which relationships are genuine, which goals are meaningful, and which distractions are holding you back. You return stronger, with a clearer vision of the life you want to create. The decision to disappear is a decision to heal, to reflect, and to grow. It's a reminder that sometimes stepping back is the best way to move forward. In the quiet, you'll find your strength, and when you re-emerge, you'll be ready to face life with resilience and purpose. Transforming through reflection. Transformation begins with reflection. The Stoics believed that to change your life, you must first understand yourself. Reflection is the process of looking inward, examining your thoughts, actions, and choices to uncover what's working, what's not, and what needs to change. Seneca once said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Reflection is how you learn. It helps you see your patterns, both the strengths you can build on and the weaknesses you need to address. Without taking time to reflect, you risk living on autopilot, making the same mistakes over and over. Start by asking yourself questions. What did I do today? Did my actions align with my values? Where did I let emotions or distractions take control? These simple questions help you gain clarity about how you're living and what you need to adjust. Reflection also gives you perspective. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, often reminded himself of the bigger picture. When faced with challenges, he would ask, "Is this really as bad as it seems? Will this matter a year from now?" These questions help you step back and see things with a calm, rational mind. Transforming through reflection is not about judgment or self-criticism. It's about learning. If you acted poorly or made a mistake, don't dwell on it. Instead, ask, "What can I do better next time?" Every mistake is an opportunity to grow if you approach it with humility and a desire to improve. One of the best tools for reflection is journaling. Writing down your thoughts at the end of the day helps you organize your mind and uncover patterns. The Stoics used this practice to stay grounded and focused. When you put your thoughts on paper, you can see them more clearly and work through them with intention. Reflection also builds resilience. By regularly evaluating your actions and mindset, you prepare yourself for future challenges. You learn to handle difficulties with grace because you've already faced similar situations in your mind. Finally, reflection helps you stay true to yourself. In a world full of distractions and pressures, it's easy to lose sight of your values and goals. Reflection brings you back to what matters most, allowing you to live with purpose and integrity. Transforming through reflection is a lifelong process. It's not about being perfect, it's about striving to be better every day. As the Stoics teach, true strength comes from knowing yourself, and through reflection you can unlock that strength and transform your life. Rebuilding from the ground up. Rebuilding from the ground up is a powerful act of courage. In life, we all face moments when things fall apart. A job ends, a relationship breaks down, or we lose sight of who we are. The Stoics teach us that these moments are not the end but a chance to start fresh and create something stronger. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This means that even when life feels broken, we can use those challenges as building blocks for a better future. Rebuilding is not about rushing to fix everything, but about taking thoughtful steps to create a foundation that will last. The first step is acceptance. As hard as it may be, acknowledge where you are right now. Denying or resisting the situation only wastes energy. Instead, as the Stoics advise, practice amor fati, love your fate. See this moment as an opportunity to learn and grow. Next, clarify your values. What truly matters to you? What kind of life do you want to build? Rebuilding is your chance to let go of what doesn't serve you, whether it's bad habits, unhealthy relationships, or outdated goals, and focus only on what aligns with your purpose. Break the process into small steps. The Stoics remind us to focus on what we can control. You don't have to rebuild everything overnight. Start by improving one area of your life at a time, whether it's your health, mindset, or relationships. These small wins add up over time. Rebuilding also requires patience and resilience. Seneca said, "It does not matter how many times you fall, but how many times you stand up again." Progress may be slow, but each step forward is a step closer to a new beginning. Trust the process, even when it feels difficult. Surround yourself with supportive people, but don't rely on them to fix things for you. The Stoics emphasize self-reliance. Lean on others for encouragement, but remember that the strength to rebuild must come from within. Finally, reflect on what this experience has taught you. Challenges often reveal our inner strength and show us what we're truly capable of. By rebuilding, you don't just repair what was lost. You create a version of yourself that is wiser, stronger, and more resilient. Rebuilding from the ground up is a chance to start over with intention. It's not just about getting back to where you were. It's about creating a life that is even better than before. The Stoics remind us that every setback is also a setup for transformation, and with patience and purpose, you can rebuild into something remarkable. As we conclude this journey into how to disappear and transform your life through Stoicism, let's pause and reflect. The idea of disappearing isn't about running away or hiding, it's about stepping back to find yourself. It's about letting go of what doesn't serve you, freeing yourself from the noise of the world, and focusing on what truly matters. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This power is your gateway to transformation. When you step away from distractions and embrace solitude, you gain clarity. When you reflect and rebuild, you find purpose. Remember, transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process of shedding old layers, releasing unnecessary attachments, and realigning with your values. The world may not notice your transformation right away, and that's okay. This is your personal journey, a quiet revolution within yourself. Disappearing isn't about isolation, but about prioritization. You're choosing to leave behind superficial concerns and focus on growth, resilience, and authenticity. In doing so, you become the architect of your life, creating a foundation built on wisdom, courage, and discipline. The Stoic path to transformation teaches us that life's difficulties are not barriers, they're opportunities. Every challenge you face, every setback you endure, is a chance to grow stronger and wiser. When you step back, reflect, and act with intention, you're not disappearing, you're evolving. So, as you take the first step toward this transformation, ask yourself, what can I let go of today? What can I embrace that aligns with my values? Your new life is waiting, one rooted in purpose, clarity, and strength. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of Stoicism. If you're ready to take control of your life and start your transformation, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Until next time, stay grounded, stay intentional, and let your transformation inspire others. The Stoics believed in the power of small, consistent actions to create extraordinary results. Now it's your turn. Embrace the path, and let's transform our lives together.